Okay, so we're going to go through a quick guide on how to power clean. Most of our Train Heroic programs have power cleans in them, so I wanted to go through a quick guide on how to, because more people are saying, oh, I want to do the programs, but I don't understand how to power clean. So I'm going to show you how. Concepts we need to go through first is one, how wide do you grip the bar? So this is going to be affected by two things. One, how wide are your shoulders? You want to make sure that you grip wide enough that when you're standing, nice and proud with a slightly arched back, with your arms long, that your first knuckle or your first finger is outside of shoulders width. So when you turn over, the bar is not going to be trapping your fingers on your shoulders. That's the main thing you want first. The next thing you're going to want to do is make sure when you're pulling the bar off the floor or from hang or wherever it is you're doing it from, you hook grip. And that means taking the bar and instead of gripping it with thumb over fingers, you go thumb underneath the first two fingers. It's going to be uncomfortable the first time you try it. You will get over it. Within about 2 or 3 weeks, you'll be used to it and you'll wish that you started doing it sooner. Okay, the next thing you want to do, I'm just going to move this microphone. The next thing you're going to want to do when it comes to doing the power clean is make sure that you understand how to front squat. So what you want to do when you're learning the power clean is just literally pick the bar up and just do a couple of front squats first. Find a position where the bar sits nicely, where you don't have to have your hands on it. So the bar sits on your shoulders like this. You should be able to hold the bar empty or with light weight with just fingertips and be able to sit into a nice position like this, feeling quite upright and being in relative control of the bar. So the next thing we're going to go through is what is called a tall muscle clean. All you're going to do is learn to turn over. So you're going to start here with your hook grip and you're going to try and keep it. You're going to go here and you are just going to try to shrug and row with your elbows and curl the bar over into a front rack. The goal of this is to try and make sure the bar stays very close to you like this. So you learn just how close the bar can stay. And again, if you need to release your hands to turn over into the front rack like this with your fingertips, that's fine. But try to keep the fullest grip that you can. You're just going to do like 5 or 6 of those. And then what I want you to do is you're just going to move into a tall power clean. So from here, you're going to shrug and row. But now you're going to drop into a half squat position like this. So you're just going to learn to drop under the bar. And then what I'm going to get you to do to learn how to do this with a bit of rhythm is you're just going to do what's called a drop catch tall power clean. So you're still not going to use any leg drive. You're just going to row and drop. Row and drop. So you're going to do it unbroken. As soon as it touches the thigh, you let it come back up. So that's how you actually learn how to turn over. That's how you make sure that you're getting the bar into the front rack properly. So you're not just swinging it out and going like that. The next step is going to be understanding how to get the bar off the floor into that front rack position. And the cues that I still like for this are push, jump, and punch. So what you're going to do is you're going to set up with the bar over the middle of your foot. So it's going to be somewhere over your laces. You're going to make sure that you push your hips back to grab the bar. Then you're going to pull your legs, your knees down like this until you feel like you're in a position where you're kind of halfway between a squat and halfway between a hinge. A good sign is that your chest is up and out like this. It's nice and open. But your knees and your elbows are basically level with each other. From here, all I want you to get used to doing is pushing the floor away and touching your mid-thigh. So it's going to go a bit. So you're just going to push the floor away and touch mid-thigh. Push the floor away and touch mid-thigh. That's it. You're just going to think, push. And then, once you've got used to this push, you're then just going to think, push, jump, and punch. And the punch, we've practiced already with those rotating motions on those tall power cleans. So again, if I put it all together, I'm going to push till I get to mid-thigh. I'm going to jump and punch my elbows through into a power clean. Push, jump, and punch. Easy as that.